Hey guys, I know the title kind of stings a little bit on this video, but unfortunately it's true. I agree 100% with Dr. Glover that it is the man's responsibility to run the romance department, and a lot of us forget to do that once we're married. So in this video I want to go over a couple of things. I want to talk about two things that you're doing wrong that's killing your sex life, your romance, two things you need to focus on instead, and one thing that's a guaranteed libido killer. And this is something we're going to dive deeply into in the Bedroom Revival program that's starting tomorrow. And I had somebody go, hey, I don't know if this is for me. I don't have a partner. This is not about sex. This is about connection, about intimacy. It is about creating the situation that makes a woman want to be physically intimate with you. So let's talk about the first two mistakes. The first one is men stop dating their wives, okay? Just because you get married doesn't mean you don't still date your wife. And the second one is you complain to her about your lack of sex, your unhappiness with your sex life. It is ineffective. It doesn't work. It doesn't change her behaviors. It doesn't make her feel good. And the reality is, often it's because of things you've done or not done that she's not in the mood. So, something to keep in mind. Don't complain to her. Take it to the men. What do you need to do? Instead of focusing on your lack of sex or complaining about it, focus on connection and intimacy. You know, we talk about the staircase of intimacy. Sex is like the smallest part. Physical sex, the smallest part of intimacy. And so, if you haven't been dating your wife, you need to start dating her. If she's averse to that, you need to invite her to join you on some adventures. Don't call them dates, okay? But we're talking about building connection. Dating is designed so that you can build and create connection and intimacy. When you stop doing that, you started damaging the relationship. So we go into this in some deep, deep dives on intimacy, on how to build connection, a number of things. At the end, we do cover some sex-related stuff. I can say that every guy who I've worked with will ultimately, or has ultimately, and we'll say almost every guy, because there's always one that's an exception, ended up with a very satisfying and fulfilling sex life afterwards. And so I decided to do this program to help focus on this one area because I know it causes guys a lot of pain. Now, I promised you the one libido killer for women, and it's anger. You're supposed to be leading, and then if you get angry with her, it is the way women are wired. They shut down. You know, again, there's an exception to the rule every now and then. I know a couple of ladies over the years who liked a emotionally charged session where there was some fighting going on in the makeup sex. That's childish if that's like a pattern. But the reality is if you are an angry man or get angry, she's going to shut down as a natural response. So do not, if you haven't gotten your anger in check, let's talk. That's something we cover all the time with guys. You're looking at somebody who used to be an angry man, and you could ask Jeff or Charlie how much I don't get angry when it hits the fan and things go horribly wrong. Anger doesn't serve me anymore, and I'm no longer a slave to it, and it just changed everything when it comes to my relationships. So if this sounds like something you could benefit from, reach out on manoflegacy.org. Hit the Get in Touch button, or my email is denniscollins@manoflegacy.org, or IM me on Facebook. We're starting the group tomorrow. I'd love to see a couple more of you there. Guys, have a great week. Love you guys.